Hello everyone. In this week, instead of week ahead video, I like to make video on two topics. First, what's my opinion on Hindenburg report and Adani stocks? Then the second, what will be the impact of Indian budget? Now, before starting, I like to clarify some things. Today I am going to discuss politics and geopolitics with some possible conspiracy theories. But there is one thing for sure, I am not in favor of this party or that party, for that matter any party. I'm just going to tell from another perspective that I believe no other YouTube channel mentioned. Again, what I think, and it's all purely from financial perspective. I don't have any personal agenda and I don't have any Adani related stocks, but I do have some Reliance and Network 18 stocks. Anyway, let's start. First, what's my opinion on Hindenburg report and Adani stocks? At present, most of you know, almost all the Adani group is overvalued. For example, even after this sell-off, Adani Enterprise is still trading at the PE ratio of 257, but PE ratio alone won't tell the whole story. So first, please have a look at this revenue chart. I took it from 2016 since that was the time when the company was split into three separate entities. From FY16 to FY21, Adani Enterprise had the revenue of about 35,000 to 40,000 crore rupees. Then in FY 2022, that increased to near 70,000 crore rupees. Finally, in FY 2023, in the first 6 months alone, their revenue was near 78,000 crore rupees. Hence, the possible projection of FY 2023 will be around 1,40,000 crore rupees. But the problem here is that revenue was not at all translated into profit. Just for info, not just that revenue, their gross debt also doubled to over 40,000 crore rupees and Adani Enterprises got the reserve of over 20,000 crore rupees cash. One more thing, the group got no new age companies at all like Jio. So at least as per their own books, they are growing very fast and doubling every year in the last 2 years. Here is the place where Hindenburg's report comes into the picture. They are saying that the group got multiple accounting malpractice and stock manipulation. They also said that Adani Group got lot of shell companies which are constantly doing money laundering, etc. And because of that, in the last two trading sessions, Adani Group lost over 3 lakh crore rupees in total valuation. Now, the $1,000,000 question that everyone has is, will the Adani Group survive on this? Will it create the knock-on effect on other stocks? I think the answer is most probably no, unless there will be a bigger geopolitics picture. Let me tell the shareholdings. In Adani Enterprise, 72% owned by Adani, DII holds around 5.4%, and in that, LIC alone holds 4.2%. Then finally, FII holds near 15%. Here, Hindenburg complains that various foreign shell companies owns this and manipulating the stock price. For a moment, let's assume it's true. Then clearly there is no float at all in the stock. And that's the reason on the expiry day, on last Wednesday, it didn't fall much. Then on the following day, it dropped massively like over 20%. Which simply says, and only possible way, at present there is a huge short position that added an F&O against the Adani Group. Here comes the geopolitics. All these FII such as Vanguard and BlackRock got huge trillions and trillions of dollars. The whole Indian stock market valuation itself was only around 3 trillion, whereas BlackRock, one company, got the assets under management of over 10 trillion. In comparison, for them, Adani Group is just like a small cat. So, if they decide to end the Adani business, then there is no question, for sure it will end. If they are not against it means, then what is the scenario? In India, whether we accept it or not, at present, Indian government ruling is exactly like the way Rocky says in KGF movie, Adani is the CEO of India. One may say it's not, but the honest truth is it is. So, unless there is an external international pressure, Indian government won't allow Adani Group to fail. However, it seems there must be an external pressure on whole government itself. Have a look here. All of a sudden, there was a release of BBC documentary against the Indian ruling government and within a week, this Hindenburg report. Then about Rahul Gandhi, earlier before September, he was not at all in the picture for 2024 election. Then all of a sudden, in last September, he pulled this amazing masterstroke Bharat Jodo Yatra, which completely I didn't expect it from him. Still, I considered it is a little bit late for 2024 election. Anyway, so that's my theory. If there is no external pressure, then I think Adani Group will survive till the present ruling government. See, almost all the airport in India at present is run by Adani. So clearly there is a huge favor going on for the Adani Group from the government side. Let's be honest, that's not going to change at all. However, if there is an external pressure, then for sure it will create a domino effect. So, to my perspective, assuming there is no cookbook financials like Satyam Computers, I would value at least half of the present market valuation for Adani Enterprise for its growth and its power over the ruling government. Again, I'm telling this, I have zero Adani stock and I have no plan of buying it as well. Please don't take this as any political sense. I'm just highlighting this in another perspective. Now, let's move on to the second topic. What will be the impact of the budget? As I said in my last week budget video, I expect this budget might be against what the market wants. If it comes in favor of the market, then there is no question. If it comes against the market expectation, then how much it will fall? To answer that, let's look at the 2018 budget. As we all know, it's not a favorable budget. As for the first time, Indian government introduced the long-term capital gain tax in the equity market. If we study that, in 2018, from January 1st, there was a pre-budget rally of 4% up, and at that time, Nifty reached the new high of 11,100 mark with the earnings per share value of around 400 rupees. After the budget on February 1st, 2018, it dropped to 5% in the next 7 days and finally reached the low of 10,100 mark, which was approximately 9% from the peak. Then it started to reverse upwards. So, even on that worst case scenario, it dropped just 9% with a pre-budget rally of 4%. So, the net budget impacted loss was just 5%. Now, let's come to the present case. 2023, there is no pre-budget rally. In fact, it was in the negative 3 to 4%. In 2018, Nifty was 11,100 with 400 rupees earnings per share, which translates into 25 PE ratio. And now Nifty is at 17,600 with 850 earnings per share with a PE ratio of just 20.7. So clearly Nifty is very cheap compared to its own historical term. I mean, for so long time from 2015 to start of January 2020, Nifty's earnings per share was always in the range of 400 to 450. Now all of a sudden in the last 2 years it started to increase very fast. However, in stock market, each and every situation is unique and it's not similar to any of its previous one. So, I strongly believe there is a high chance, assuming no more surprises like Hindenburg, 200-day moving average 17,200 will act as a huge support even in worst case budget scenario. Then for the whole year 2023, I strongly believe it won't break 16,600 mark as long as oil don't go above 90 to 100 US dollars per barrel. If oil goes above 100 US dollars per barrel, then Nifty's PE ratio's operating window will turn as 16. So that's my summary. Based on Nifty's history, because of India's oil import dependency, oil price will dictate the Nifty's operating P ratio. If oil stays in present range, I mean 80 to 90 US dollars per barrel, then 19 to 22 P ratio will be the range. Thus, it translates into 16,150 to 18,700. So, that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the algorithm and will also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing it for my and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.